Hold on. Hello? It's moving. It's just not test. Oh, it says it's recording. Hold on. Oh, this one's recording. That's why. Ooh, that's okay. You guys should be okay now. So there's a button. I let my Troy, he plugs in my mic now. He thinks it's really cool that I let him do it. But there's little buttons on the side, and sometimes he squeezes them, and I can't tell until you guys tell me that there's no sound. Stop. Yes, I could hear you. Stop what? Stop what? What? Stop what? Anyways, I said hi, Sue. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Laveda. Hi, Sandy Kling. Hi, Mac. Hi, Miss Edie. Thank you. Hi, Trees. Hi, Guadalupe. Hi, April. Hi, Sybil. Anyways, I said hi, Sue. Okay, you guys can hear me now. I can hear myself. I think I got everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. My hair like 5 minutes ago was wet, and now it's dry and like this is bananas. I know we were asking for warmer weather, but we didn't even get like any kind of lead in, like any kind. Like even allergies are like weird. Like I don't know, like one day I have allergies and then the next day I don't have allergies. And then the next day I have horrible allergies. And that comes a lot from us being in the valley. So everything just like literally just sinks down in this nastiness here. But good cuggly muggly. I'm sorry, I was talking to my daughter. Didn't mean to tell you to stop. I'm so sorry. Oh, was it you, Guadalupe? I don't know. I just seen stop. I was like, okay, stop what? What am I doing now? Don't worry. Everybody yells at me. I don't take offense to it. Everybody yells at me. Hi, Miss Edie. Depends on the wind. There's no wind. It's remember we went through like horrible days where it was like tornado warning and blah 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 blah, and there's no wind. Like there's no wind. It's just sunk nasty down in the valley. It's just you never yell at me, and the sky is never blue. Never. Never. Trees, how's your mom doing? She finding any relief? Look, you guys, look at that. The cute little the love on there. Oh my gosh. So cute. So they are, like I said, they're dry to touch, but I wouldn't put anything on them. And then I forgot because I was looking at the back of them. I was like, oh, I still have to put my feeties on. So I will put my feeties on them. But they're so cute. I'm gonna have to put my little feeties on them, and I think they'll replace the coasters on my desk. Like, your desk is a war zone. Like, anytime you're like splattering, like my poor monitor was telling you guys, hi Debbie, hi Cindy Truitt. I was telling you guys yesterday that there's so many splatters on my monitor that when I look in the monitor, it looks like there look like there's a bunch of splatters on my coasters. That's how badly splattered my monitor is. I mean, look, I mean, it's, I can see, but the splatters when you're crafting, it looks like there's splatters on your project and it just throws you off. But my coasters are now like, I mean, look at my poor butterfly coasters, all like junky and janky. So I'll put feeties on these and replace my my coasters, but it's a workstation. I know. Oh, you have a splitting headache. Is that because of like the weather or just you have a splitting headache? That's it's coming, son. I think it says it's going to deliver pretty soon. That's one thing that I don't look forward to in the hot, summer, dead summer is the migraines. Trevor gets them worse than I do nowadays, but in the summertime, going in from the nice air conditioning to outside in the hot sun and back in air conditioning, it will give us migraines almost instantly. He gets them. I used to get them a lot when I was pregnant with both of them. But now mine don't come as frequent as he gets them. But yeah, in the summertime, he gets migraines really bad. Do I have bunny feeties? No. Do they have bunny feeties? I know I have feeties. I think Brioni might have sent it to me when she sent me that big box. I think they might have like angels or something, but do they have bunny feeties? I have those clubbed foot feet that we could paint as bunny feeties. That would be kind of cool. I have not been able to talk to her yesterday or today. The nurse's station doesn't pick up the phone much. That's concerning because of the weather. That's concerning. Is that just a bad habit that they have? Because that's not right. Especially in the situation where, I mean, if not able to talk to your mom, at least talk to her nurse and to say like how she's doing today. I don't like that. I don't know. I just feel like whenever you're in like a nursing home or you're in like a facility like that, like, I don't know, you just need to be more attentive to not only the people there, but to family who are wanting to check and, see how they're doing, especially if you couldn't drive up tomorrow. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hi, Jackie Turner from Scotland. Troy. He has a phone case coming today, and it's not gonna it won't come before, but Okay, so I went into the good old craft room and was looking around, and hiding behind things was a clock. I've already taken it apart. It's brand new. I'm sure it came from the Hoblobs. Yep, it came from Hobbly Lobbity. So I thought it would be interesting to try to see, because these are raised. The numbers are raised. The little leaves or whatever they're supposed to be are raised. So I wanted to try to decoupage in there and then highlight the raised areas with like wax. So you would see the numbers on the paper, but it would just be, we're going to kind of like when we did the washboard, right? You could see the waves of the washboard. My mom is either sleeping or she hid her phone again. Not many nurses and many patients I keep calling. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Again, though, would be nice for them to pick up the phone and you could say, hey, could you go check to see if mom's phone's charged, or, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, I digress. But I hope when you see her tomorrow, she is having a great day tomorrow. All right, let's get my desk on the screen. Hi, Sandy Cooper. Okay, So I keep using these papers because they're right here on my desk. I don't know. I could go into the room, the closet, and get, the bundles of paper that are in my room, but I don't know. I don't want to go fussing in there. So we need to remove that. And then I don't know which paper I'm going to use, but we need to take the little clock apart. Where am I going to put you? Where will I put these pieces? Because I will lose them. All right, let's just take the top off of this. And how are you on here? Are you just going to... I don't want to bend it. Although I have a ton of mechanisms, I can get that back off. We could change them, which might be cute because I have a ton of different arms. So it could be cute to replace the arms with something different because I have a ton of different styles. Like I even have, we could even do... Is that the glass or... No, I don't think that's glass. It doesn't feel sharp. Or we could do like a, one day, like a school one, because I have like a pencil and something else. But I bought a bunch of different clock arms, and it just came with... Might have to replace it anyways because I don't want to bend the bananas out of it, but if it doesn't come off, I'm gonna break it. Come. There you go. Yeah, and I'm sure you feel even more so because it's your mom. All right. So is it glued on there? It's probably glued on. I don't necessarily need to take that out, but we'll see. All right. So now I need the inner workings of that. Oh, geez. Here we go again. People like to make sure we know the price of everything, don't they? You have your popcorn for today's shenanigans. There's always something that happens. Go with something. Hi, Angela. And I'm not going to paint it on the inside either because I don't mind that this is going... it's not very dark, you can see. I don't mind if it's a little dark that comes through the paper because I think it would serve as like a cool little contrast, almost like if we were to put some umbra in there for some depth or something. Get off of me. All right, let me get that side. I don't want to scratch it with the blade, but I guess this isn't going to... It doesn't need to come off right now, but we're already, 90% there, so might as well just finish. All right. Okay. Any hootenanny. So I need the inner bits there. So I was thinking of kind of drawing in there and then cutting it a little bit bigger, which, cutting circles is never a fun thing. So that could be interesting. Does this actually... Oh, actually, we'll use the glass because the glass is a little... I don't know which one we're going to use. We'll probably use that one because I think that's smaller. It's going to be probably half an inch smaller. This I'm going to put in my drawer. It's the glass because Lord only knows I'll break it. because that's my style. Okay, so I haven't used this one, but as you can see, it's going to cut off most of that, and it's just going to look like, you know, a door and windows. So then I thought, well, we've already used this one and we've already used that one. I'm not against using these again. But I kind of thought, well, let's see what the little one, because I haven't used this one. So this one is Sunnycrest Cottages. Let's see what this one looks like. And if we like that in there, or if we should just use one of the backgrounds per se. Okay, what is this? What is this for? Is there like secret, like secret notes in there or something? Okay, so I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we use one of the backgrounds, which would be the birds in the garden background or the pink stencil background? I'm kind of leaning more towards this one, but hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Special information. I know, like, I feel like there's something top secret in there because there's no like replacement parts or nothing, no battery or nothing. So I don't like it. Do you guys like it? Hey, what about, hold up. Wait a minute. I know I have this one out here. Ooh. Okay. So, which one do you guys like? Pink stencil background or the spring paper scrap? Hi, Chris. Sleeping. She's taking a nap. She's taking a night nap. Something's wrong right here. It looks like it's got the wrong format, but I don't know. This one, I like that. I like that. Okay. It reminded me because of that up there. I remembered because of that up there. I remembered, you know? Don't you remembered? I remembered. All right, let's put that away. So then hold, please. You guys aren't in a hurry, are you? We're gonna play. I wanna play. Hi, Joey. You guys aren't in a hurry, I said. This comes from the person who's so slow. If you guys were in a hurry, I don't think you would watch me. So the blade is actually set a little further back than where the knobbity knob is. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay, hold on. Let me get some printer paper so we can play around and see. I'm actually, though, kind of scared because I don't know how that blade would do with rice paper, the rice paper, sure. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. So I don't even think this paper is big enough. I actually think I need to get a, well, we'll see. Don't do that. All right. Ha! Ha ha ha! Looky, looky. Sooky, sooky now. All right. Sure. Now, I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Because if it ruins my paper, I'm going to be so mad. So mad. All right. All right. All righty then. Well, I know there it's impossible to cut a circle, right? So I, like you guys have always heard me say before, I try to do what I can to make life a little bit easier. Look it. Oh, I thought it ripped it. So I'm trying to get Woosa. Oh my god, you guys, like literally, holy cannoli! I couldn't. I was holding my breath, holding my breath. Holy moly, holy guacamole. Okay, so that was a pretty fun experiment. Thank goodness it didn't go wrong for once. Breathe. You're closing your eyes. All right, how do we want this? So this is actually, this is the top of that one. This is the side. So if we orientate it the way that it was in there, that would be the way. So hi, Cecile, watching from Canada. Y'all, let me just tell you, my heart was beating so fast. Lordy more, Lordy Lord, Lordy Lord. Okay, I'm trying to think if I want to wet that or if I want to just whoosh, whoosh. Look at me today, man. I'm on a whole nother level. You know something's bound to go wrong soon. That's just the way it works in Terryland. That's just the way it works in Terryland. Don't jinx it. Hi, Tina Roy. You guys are crazy. You guys are hilarious. You guys are hilarious. Okay. Hold on. So I I believe what I'm going to do is, since I got where it needs to go, obviously it needs to go all the way down. The whole bitsy there. So the bitsy. What's a bitsy? Does anybody know what a bitsy is? Because I don't think I've ever used that word in my life. But apparently this is a bitsy. So I'm just going to make little cuts all along. And then I'm cutting it just a little bit at a time, and then I'll figure out, you know, if I want to do more or less. Bubs, you got to wait for him to come. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? There we go. Okay, thanks for joining me today. Everything, well, you know, it's been fun and dandy. I will catch you later because, you know, I don't want to push my luck. Press your luck. Wasn't that the no whammy, no whammy? Oh, sorry, son. Hold on. I need some decoupage varnishing glue. Let's use some satin today. I recognize that I have a ginormous satin in here. Or not satin, silky shine. That, okay, hey, can you get out of my area? Like, seriously. You know, next thing you're going to do is sit down and start, you know, taking over the crafting, which I'm sure everybody would love because, you know, we've already established that they don't really like me. They just tolerate me. But they just love you. Okay, Silky Shine. Oh, my Silky Shine is no bueno. That's what I was. That's what happens when you don't use your stuff. And I'm not going to open another jar because I'm determined to use the ones that I have open. So we'll just use this one. All right. Decoupage varnish and glue matte. You know, it's the old trusty dusty. Look it. But I haven't used it, so it's no good anymore. Story of my life. I don't use my products. Okay, so I want to really concentrate on, just like we pushed it down on the washboard, because I want all of this to come through when we, whoa, you're just a little excited, Terry. Wow. Hold on a minute. I want it all to come through when we, you know, get the rice paper down and do all the ting-tings. How about we clean it? I don't know, minor detail, but how about we clean it? You know what I mean? Why? It's the second half of Itsy. It's Terry speak. Yeah, you know. He's great with fussy cut. Oh, you guys, look. It came off. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Hobby Lobby, you're bamboozling us. I bet you they never thought a crafter would open up the clock and clean it before they decoupaged first. Ha! You know what? I would have been really, really angry if I would have put that decoupage varnishing glue down, because that would have smeared everything. There would have been black decoupage varnishing glue. It would have been such a muddy nightmare. Oh my gosh. And if I would have had that on top, I'm actually I'm mad. That would have ruined my paper and my perfect circle. And then I would have had to cut another one. And Lord only knows you can't do, it wouldn't have happened twice. I am All right. Now that it's clean, so I want to make sure that I get enough of the glue on all of the raised bits and bobs because I want the paper to really sink down. This is the one time I will actually wet the top of the paper. You guys know I usually don't because I need to use the gator, but in this case, we're not gatoring nothing. Nothing. Oh, look at how cool. Can you see the numbers? What's the date today? This day is going to go down in history. Puff the Magic Dragon lives. Let me see. I had that line in a play. Okay. So now we will lifty again. Again, I want more than I would typically use on a and only you guys will know how we got those numbers down in there because they're going to think like we did some like hocus pocus to put the numbers in there. And we didn't. I'm going to make you spit out your popcorn. I know. I want to know what paint that was because I don't ever want to buy it. I'm serious. That would have been a stinking nightmare to have all of that black paint. Because I probably wouldn't have noticed it right away until I went like this on top of the rice paper. And then the rice paper would have had like these black bits on there. Not even bits. It would have just taken over. Okay. Now I'm wetting the rice paper so much because I don't want to have a dry brush and be pouncing the numbers because I don't want, you overwork rice paper no matter how strong it is, and you will start messing with the print. So I'm going to make sure that the numbers are really defined, because I think that's going to be the cool thing about it is that's very cool. Okay. I did get a little willy-nilly on the sides here, and we don't need all of that. So willy-nilly, bitsy bits, whatever, all the words today, all the English language words. My English teacher would be so proud of the way I speak. Oh my gosh, what do you guys think? Let's dry it so we can see it. Do you get some stickers to put on the top of the number? Do you got some stickers to put on the top of the numbers in the clock? No. Stickers? No, I don't want, no. We're going to use some wax. Oh my banana daiquiris. Did we just come up with something so cool? Yeek, I'm so excited. All right. Oh, my wrist is kind of hurting. Do we see anywhere that needs to be pushed down? I don't think so. I think all the numbers are pretty well defined, and we can see the, I guess it's supposed to be like a leaf in there, the leafy bits. Onyx was trying to do that because Troy was going in and out earlier, and he probably still is. He loves being outside. We have a couch outside, but he doesn't sit on the couch. He sits on an igloo over here at the side of the house, which is, I don't know. Anyways, he let 2 flies in, and Onyx was trying to catch them. And I'm like, you know what? I have something to ask you guys. This is really random. So the other day I was cutting up watermelon, and I was putting the watermelon rinds in the sink, you know, as I was cutting. I was putting them in the sink just so until I can, you know, gather them all up and put them in the garbage. And then I remembered something when I was younger. My mom would always say, like, make sure you clean up because the ants, always ants. And I don't know what made me think of things. It's these things that make you go, Plus, there's a lot of things that go on in this brain. I told you nobody would want to ever take up space in there. I don't see ants anymore. What's up with that? Because I remember growing up, we always had ants. Like in every house. I felt like we lived on an ant hill. We always had ants. Like, and I'm not saying, like, there was always like an ant or something, or, you know, somebody left something out, there would be like ants on the counter or something. I don't know. I can't remember the last time being an adult that I've seen ants. Does anybody still have ants? I know that's a weird question, but I thought about that when I was cutting up watermelon the other day. My mom's up there probably going, That's what you remember me saying is something about ants. Really? Does she have an ant problem? I don't know. I thought it was really funny. I don't know. Look at that, you guys. How cool is that? Oh. And then we're going to, we'll varnish it up. And then we'll, I don't know, do I want to varnish it? Because I want control over where the wax goes. Because I want to make sure the wax only goes on the high parts and not anywhere else. So I'm thinking I need to varnish this first. It even feels cool certain times in the years. Yeah, certain. I have lots. I could say no. I'm not complaining by any means, but I just remember growing up, there was always like annoying ants, always. And there was even a time when I lived with my brother, and I can remember his wife freaking out because there was ants all over the counter, but I don't know what's happened here in California, because I would say in the last few houses that I've lived in with the boys, we haven't had issues with ants, and that used to be such a big problem before. I don't know, just something that I thought was weird. All right. Barbara Ross, you said you have a chow chow. I had a all black chow chow, and that chow chow ate my Christmas tree, my dining room table, anything. He ate everything, and he was the strongest doggone thing, because someone that I was dating at the time was a cook, and he used to feed it T-bone steaks every night, and he was so flippin' strong. It was madness. That chow chow he was big, and he was strong, and wow. Okay, so I do want control over what's happening, because I only want it to hit on the certain parts. So I am going to go ahead and varnish it first. Usually I don't care, but I really want where the wax to be intentional and be only on the numbers. So let's varnish this puppy. To give me more control of where my waxes or stuff are gonna go, so I can wipe off easier if need be. That dog ate better than most humans. Okay, that one piece of scrap keeps wanting to fall in the garbage. I'm gonna let it stay in the garbage. All right. We'll do a couple of layers of this, and then we'll do the wax. So I'm going to put this by the fan, and then let's pull out our, well, because I'm impatient, I want to see. Oh my gosh, look at how freaking cute that's going to be. Okay, so there's a lot of distressing that's already going on with the clock itself. So I thought to myself, what do you want to do? I'm going to just wipe it down really quickly, because I've had this thing for a while. What do I want to do with it? And I thought that we could just, I don't know, throw some molds on it. because I think that would be fun. And I don't know if right now I'll be honest, right now it looks like cow print to me. Maybe it'll wash off too. They actually scratched the paint in certain areas, so yeah. Wouldn't that have been funny if it would have wiped off? Oh my gosh, I would have been horrified if that would have wiped off. What is that? Some sticker residue. Or no. No, I think it's sticker residue. What is happening with this thing? Oh, is it really? Oh, I had a German Shepherd. I probably have had every dog type there is, because that's when I was growing up, we had always a dog, always a dog, always. I told you guys I've had so many dogs, but my mom and dad must have hid whenever they passed away, because I've never experienced a loss before, even currently. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it. So anyways, her name was Pretty Girl. So that must have been a name I gave her, because I can't see my dog naming our German Shepherd Pretty Girl. I could just see my dad was an old school Filipino man. He had a heavy accent. I'm trying to picture him saying her name, and I don't think I don't know that I've ever heard my dad say her name. That's probably why, because I named her Pretty Girl. Okay, so if we want to distress this, we most certainly can, but I would like to do it in such a way that it doesn't look, because if you look right up there like that, and look, I don't have anything against cow prints. I really don't. It's not my style. I don't know, but that looks like cow print. That looks like cow print up there. So if we're gonna distress this, I would like to distress it. You know what I'm saying? Like really get down into it and distress it. You're gonna bug me. But I'm kind of thinking, since there's flowers in there, that I get my most favorite mold with flowers from Redesign and put molds on here and kind of have some of the flowers wrap around the front. Let me grab that mold, because being prepared only happens once in a great while, and that once in a great while was that day that I was on that event. Yeah, well, miracles happen sometimes, not too many times. One of these days, I'm going to say something sarcastic and forget that I'm mic'd. And you guys are just going to have replays for the ages, because I can't ever get away from the mic. It's right by my mouth. Okay, so I absolutely love this mold. It's called Country Blossoms. I've used this on so many things. I don't know. I just feel like it's perfect. I love the way that it's angled and wrapped. So I'm not going to overdo it, but I do want a cup. Told you it was just going too well today. A couple of the molds on the clock. What I'm trying to say in English. Ooh, look at that. I mean, how many hands do you have? Just two, the left and the right. I have two hands, the left and the right. Okay, so we will all laugh our butts off if that were to happen. Oh, Oh, and I'll even have more people talking about me. My ears ring all the time because of all the people saying all the nice things about me. I see you. I see you. But yeah, one of these times I'm gonna like walk away like I used to and think that I'm not mic'd and I'm gonna say something, and good thing there's a delete button. All right, so while I've been jibber jabbering, let's not, and say we did, let's not have a gather. We like to gather, but not that kind of gather. Let's put, that was supposed to go by the fan, Terry, doofus. You know, sometimes I listen to myself and sometimes I don't. So now I will put it by the fan. Although I probably won't hit the delete button faster than Sue could clip it. We really do need to have a mix and mingle because there are some things that I just need to tell y'all. That I need to tell my friends. Contrary to popular belief. Ooh, I'm just feisty today. You're still mic'd, by the way. Even though you're talking to yourself, they can hear you. All right, it's good. It's good enough. Let's, because as usual, I go all willy-nilly and then just clean up afterwards. So, okay. She'll smack her knee and yell. That's not all, yell. Oh, I know why I'm so feisty. That was annoying. I'm sorry. Okay, by the fan you go. By the fan you go. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trevor is going to get off like a normal human being today. He's gonna get off at work. Did it have the cover? Is it in there with the extra ones? No, they're just the extra blades. There's a little cover that comes with this. Anyways, he's gonna get off at normal time today. At normal time today. Hallelujah. And he claims, when he started to tell me yesterday, I said, stop, don't say it, don't put it out into the universe. He claims that he doesn't have to work tomorrow. There's like a tear in my eye. What is that? That's not a tear. That's nothing. I thank you for the 5-star rating, Sybil. I really appreciate that. I was like, oh my gosh, does so-and-so know? And does so-and-so know? And does so-and-so know? And he was like, well, she's not going to be there tomorrow. She's taking the day off. And I'm like, okay, but what about, and what about? And he's like, no, I already told her. And I go, but what about him? And he goes, no, he doesn't know. And I was like, oh, that, because he's the reason why he didn't get last Saturday off, because he gave him a project that was horrific. He gave him an audit that was so gnarly. So I was like, please let it be. Please let it be. So I know why I'm honoring, because I might have a normal, well, kind of a normal. I still have to do the live with Dina Ray, but I love Dina, so that'll be fun. A bunch of laughs, but yeah, we'll see. But I told him, I was like, don't tell him that you're not going to be here. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to nobody. He was just like, he's looking at me like I was crazy, but I know he understood what I was saying. Like, you know, because the first time they figure out like you don't have to come in, then it's like, ooh, because you know, Trev's like Mikey, give it to Mikey, he'll do it. So I do have this in the store. I think a lot of you who wanted it have already gotten it because it is my favorite. I know. I'm crossing my fingers, my eyes, toes, everything. Everything. All right. Hold on one second. What are you doing? I heard you. You see? You see my reflexes? You see how fast I was coming to you? Mm-hmm. I heard that clink, 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 clink. Here you go, baby. Here you go. I know, Bubs. I had a talk with him and I said, look, Mr. Amazon man, I'm going to need you to get it together because Troy needs you to come as soon as you start your route. Like, you know, I'm going to have to talk to the higher ups. But obviously he didn't listen to me. Not many people listen to me. Bubba's. Oh, you know what? Is our garage door still open? Your uncle fell asleep, and I think the detail man left, and the garage door is open. I know, Troy. Hold on, you guys. Troy, sit down. I need you to finish that mold, put it on the clock, use heavy body gel, okay? I'll be right back. I got to close the garage because that's the last thing I need is somebody to walk into my house. Oh, wow. It is closed. What did he do? Close it and jump over the thing? Maybe. Sorry. Hi, Joanne. What, baby? Well, your hair was looking pretty fly, I must say. But you, I know. It was looking nice, but then you just messed it all up. No, I don't. Oh, no, this is, see, alcohol. Alcohol. Don't be like Uncle. This is the water. Spritzy. Okay, you need to brush. Go get the brusher. I will tell you guys, pushing this clay down with my hand hurt it. So, I guess my hand is acting up again because it got owied. Okay. I know I didn't see Nick come downstairs. Unless he went downstairs while I was in the shower, maybe? No, because I looked out the door and he was still here and the garage was open. Troy. You so handsome. He probably did. He probably closed the garage and jumped over the thingamabopper. All right, flip and roll. You guys already know. Flip Oh, we lost one. That's all right. We don't care about that. Look at that. See how perfect? Oh, okay. We'll just talk about you while you're gone. Oh, hi, Mac. Did I say hi to you, Mac? You don't. You guys talk about me. We're all friends. You guys can talk about me while I'm here. Just ask Sue. She does it all the time. People talk about me all the time. At least you guys can talk about me in my presence. You know what I'm saying? It's the slimy ones who don't talk about me in my presence and talk about me behind my back. Told you I'm feisty today. All right. No rhyme or reason. We're just going to slap it on. Ah! Seriously, though. There's just no. Look at how pretty. So let's have a couple. Can you see that? I'm just going to have a couple of the flowers, couple of the little leafy bits. Thanks, Troy. I didn't need to see my comments anyways. It's all good. See? I think that's just going to be, look at, I love that. All right. Yeah, that's Amazon. So we're going to get the goopies out. I'm just going to, Troy, look at me. Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. I didn't say I wanted a kiss. I know, son. I did. Here, look. I know you never believe me because, you know, sometimes I just might not do it. But look, see right there, arriving today. I told you. Yeah. And I actually think it's one you don't have, son. I seen it. Yeah. No, it's one you don't have. I'm pretty sure. But every time I think it's one you don't have, then, you know, it comes and lo and behold, you have 7 of them. Okay, I'm loving that. She's been here all along. She asked what that gadget was. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. I'm sorry, Matt. I don't know. Told you. I'm on a different level today. Just making sure that it's all pressed down nicely and it's not, especially there, because it's got a little bit of something just ain't right. Now, do we want it to go? We'll see. Let's put one on this side. Now, I already, whoa, Troy, why did you local? Why did you do that? Messing with onyx. All right, let's do this one. Or, nah, I don't want it all matchy. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Just ignore her crazy today. She's excited. I know. I am. I told you guys. I warned you guys. I was on another level. We cut the circle. We put it in the clock. It wasn't a catastrophic failure with the little cutter. Because I was even thinking when I pulled the clock earlier, before I went upstairs to take a shower, I was like, oh, how am I going to cut that circle? Because that circle is going to probably be a pain in the patootie. All right. A little bit of water. and you can kind of feel what is lacking in as far as the clay goes, where you don't have enough. Well, we'll get that one leaf, but I just don't want the tail end of it. That's why I'm not going all the way down. And then we'll cut off the rest of that. All right, I think it's fine. Now let's smooth it down. And then we'll flip and roll. Okay, let's keep this one. Let's see how long we can keep that one for the heavy body gel, because you guys know I always mix them up. Flip and roll. Flip and roll. Okay, now that's going the wrong way. Oh well, we'll arch it a different way. Okay. You guys already know the only reason why I wear gloves is just because I don't want to go wash all the clay bits off my hands. It's easier just to wear gloves. Oh, how cool! The LeBlanc heart molds. I still haven't properly used those, I don't think. Hey, don't freak out if ever your pieces break apart. It's one of the fun parts of clay. You just get a little water and put it back together. Yep, I like it. I like it. Where do you go? Do you go? No, you go that way. Yep. But let's swing you over. There you go. See? No harm, no foul. Push you down that way. And then let's push it all down. Make sure it's all making contact and nothing's sticking up anywhere. Push these guys down. All right, let's clean off these bits. Okay. It's good. It's good. Don't want any blobs of heavy body gel. Huh? When did you get up and close the garage? You didn't? Oh. Ah, I see, Daniel-san. Because the last time it was open, he left it open, so I went to go close it. Ah, you're so smart. You're so smart. All right. Thank you. I got lots on my hands earlier. Mechanics, degrease yourself to get it off. My hands, yuck. Oh, the orange. Did you use the orange? Yeah, I don't like heavy. I love heavy body gel. It's my only glue that I will use, but I am no Finnabair in many aspects. I'm not Finnabair, but I cannot get my fingers in there and do it. It just doesn't come off. Like it's not the same like cool stuff that it comes off whenever you like Elmer's glue or anything like that. Oh no, no, no. I feel like it hangs around forever. Do you guys think we should go all the way around, or is it kind of cool with a little something something? I'm gonna put a little more up here, but because I'm not, remember, this clock sits like this, so I might go down a little bit further here, but I'm just not thinking it needs to go down to the bottom. I think this side needs a little bit more, but I don't think it needs a ton all the way around. I don't know. You guys tell me. What say you? Okay, so for right here, let's take this whole thing and I'll show you. So we're going to use, I'm barely sticking my little brusher in the oil. Troy. I already did. You got lipsticky on your face, by the way. Yeah. Anya! How are you, my sweet friend Anya? I hope you are doing well. Okay, hold on. If Uncle is going to be outside, we need to turn that off because Tweedledee and Tweedledorky over here are going to consistently bark at him. All right. And this is the lazy way of putting your clay into the mold. I just don't care. And I'm trying to go for, I just get it in there. We don't need to do it all purty. Do what works for you. If you like to roll it all nicely out in a noodle and put it in there all nice and clean, you do that. I actually do want this bottom. I don't want the little tail here, but I want as much as this long one that I can get. We'll cut off that little bits in a minute. I love it. I'm glad, Anya. It makes me happy to see you pop in. Okay, flip and roll. And then we'll check on our clock or our face in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to take that part out. Okay. And then we will connect this to that side. And it doesn't have to be even. I think it would be weird if it was like super symmetrical. I don't know. I think it would look funny. So is that right? Is that there? I can't set it down. I keep telling myself, don't set it down, don't set it down, don't set it down. Okay, I'm gonna wrap you. You might have to be. Okay, donde? What is that? A box? It's a box? Wow. I would have never known it was a box. Wow, it's a box. See? And then only you guys know that we connected it and it's, I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we're going to wrap that down here. And then let's lean off our bitsy bits and not, Uncle put that box right where your eyeballs can see it. And I know you want at it. I know it. I don't know what the box is, but I hope. So. Okay, and then let's make sure all of the bits are down everywhere because we don't need a little flaking off disaster. All right, and then there is a little bit of heavy body gel over here that's just gone a little willy-nilly. Okay, and then I will show, oh, that looks good. Okay, I could dig it. I could dig it. Been busy moving in my new place, but that's all done now. Learned some great new things the hard way, but I did it. You know what, Anya? You probably know I did it too with the boys, and I know it'll make you stronger, and you're already an amazing woman, but I just, all good things will come to you, and I just know you're going to be amazing. You're already amazing. But yeah, sometimes some things need to happen that we aren't aware of. Sometimes we think we know best, but I need to put a flower there. I might cut that one. How do I do it like this? Hold please. We're going to do a little bit of surgery. We're going to surgically remove you. And then let's get my little water and fix that so it doesn't look like we did a little removal there. And then we're going to take this and again, we're going to act like it never happened. You see? Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, I'm going to wrap that up there. Push that down there. Push you guys down so that we have a couple little flowers here. Make sure everything is making contact. A little surgery, you know? Got to do a couple of little surgical cuts. We'll go around this like I do with the water. Okay, so now let's put a little something right there, and then I think we'll be, it's good. It's good. You are over here. Look at that. I didn't even mix them up yet. Okay, so for the little bitsy bits up there, let's just take a little bit of this one. I mean, I would probably say this is my most used mold whenever it comes to like flower pieces. I just like how the curvatures are of them, how full they are, but yet you can literally put pieces together and it looks fairly seamless. There's some that it looks odd when you kind of try to attach them, but I've used this particular one a lot. And then, you know, you've got the one-offs for fillers too. It's just a good one. So I don't need that much. I probably only need that, probably not even that much. So let's just go with that. Smooth out the back. And we're going to flip and roll it the opposite way. There we go. Okay. I'll turn it like that so you guys can kind of see what's the happening, man. What's the happening? Yeah, I don't need that much. I just need, let's do a little incision right there. And then before I put that on, I am going to take a little water and smooth that down so you can't tell there's a break. We're going to have to stick a little flower right there because I don't. Okay, let's get this one down first. Hold on. Never mind. That's better. That's better. That's better. A lot better. Okay, let's connect you over there and you there. And then you can go down and come around. Downtown Julie Brown. There we go. Okay. I like it. Hi, Anna. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay, look at that. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay. All right. We're going to take some water and some of the little bits where it kind of needs to be smooth because my wrist. Do you see right there how it's real choppy right here? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You see now? So I'm just going wherever it looks a little weird because there's like excess clay. Now, is this going to crackle-lacken? Yeah, that's just the way clay is. If you don't like it, you can add slip to the you can add slip or that Ranger paste that I love and fill those cracks. But I think it will go very well with the project. I almost always think it does, though. All right, I see it right here too. It's probably where we connected. So let's fix that, but it's up here. This. All right. I think everything else for the most part looks okay. I don't see any rough bits. Just make sure whatever tool you're using, you keep putting it in the water. Don't go at this dry because then you'll mess up your clay. Make sure everything's pushed down because it is clay at the end of the day. You don't want it knocked off later. I showed you where that happened on the canister, which made me quite aggravated that I haven't even done anything with it yet. All right, it's good. Oh, do it, Chris. Okay, so I think we're good. We're good with the clock. Let's get the face back over here and let's look at how that is drying with it. This doesn't go in the water. This and this. Oh, this will go in the sink. So we can wash it. Washer. You can washer. And let's take all of this. Okay. And just like magic, we didn't do anything. Our hands are nice and clean. Okay, let's put you away. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, look at how nice and glossy she is, and she's all raised and pretty. That actually looks really cool. It gives a really cool effect with it not having anything on there. What do we think? Highlight it a little bit. Maybe some rose gold a little bit. Hi, Sharon. To kind of bring it out just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, I think. No? I'm just looking. I'm just looking, because I don't know. Okay, I want to be pretty intentional, I think, with where this is going to go. I'm going to actually, we're going to start out little. We're going to start out little. This is just Finnabare's Rose Gold, because I just, okay, I was going to say, what? Now how? I had gloves on. Anyways. Okay. Let's start out with the little, no. You see how the brush is kind of like this? All right. Oh, you're being a big chicken. So now this is why we varnished it first, so I could, figure out what if I like it or not. The rose gold is not going to show up enough. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This is another thing they need to restock. Good Lord, have mercy. You're mic'd. You're mic'd. You're mic'd. You're mic'd. This is honey. Am I head in the screen? No. I know you guys can't see it. Sorry. God, do this. I only want to pick up the high points. Because I think through the glass. Hi, Jackie Bates. I already knew you were going to want it because Uncle showed you. Thank you, Joanne. Troy, I can tell you right now, this is not your phone case. See, it's mom's. It's not. And you're not going to believe me until I open the entire thing. See? It's not. Okay? But he's coming. He's coming. I promise. It's coming today. It better come today. I know you're still going to go through the box because you don't believe me. Which you could put all the stuff away that's in the box. I would great. I don't need to pick it up. I know, Papas. I did. I ordered it. It's coming. I promise. So it's kind of a barely there thing, but I'm not mad at it. I don't mind that it doesn't overpower everything because I think with the way that the numbers and this little decoration in the middle, I'm guessing these are supposed to be leaves. We're going to call them leaves. Just having a little bit there to accent it, I think is enough. Now, you guys can tell me after we get around this if you think it should be darker. Because we have put the varnish on it, I still have time to wipe it away. But I'm not mad the honey, I think, is enough contrast. Thank you, son. I already did it. Thank you. Enough contrast to show and accent it, but it doesn't overpower. I guess it's going to really depend on when we do this on the numbers too. So I know why I started on the inside first, because I was being a chicken. Ooh. And I'm not trying to get the entirety of it. I'm just literally letting, it's a tiny brush, but I'm just letting it hit the high point. Okay. Let's try it. I can't see. Thank you. All right, now let me do it so that you don't destroy it. Thank you. All right, let's start with high noon. High noon. Because the little leafy bits are one thing. It's another to do the numbers, I think. Okay. We have to cover this because I'm sure you guys can see it's oozing out. And I'll end up wasting more than I'm going to ever need to use. Thank you, son. I'm going to need to buy more of that just because you make me use it twice a day. I think it's just enough. Yeah? Just remember, if you do this, the black comes off underneath. We cut a circle. It can be done with our little doo-woppy, which I have had that since scrapbooking, because I've needed to make so many circles. That was before my scan and cut. I think it blends with the paper pretty well. This is another wax that doesn't get used a lot because I think the color is kind of intimidating. Well, it was bound to happen. Charger made me put the brace on. Now I can't bend my hand. We're almost done. So Monday, obviously, the clay will be good and dry. And then we will paint the base of the clock. And we'll maybe use some of the honey highlighter on the molds. And it's not lost on me that where these little paint chippy parts are going to show, which is okay, but we will just accent them and kind of make them look a little different so it's not looking like the cow print. Because there's going to be divots in the paint. The rice paper did really well pushing down around the numbers. So, all right, let's clean up that 11. I can't bend my wrist to grab anything. It's so frustrating. I like it. See, I wasn't as confident going around this way as I was coming up that way, so I'll put a little more on. The numbers, but Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming because there's so much space, I would think that would be super cute to put a little butterfly on there. Anyways, I have little tiny butterflies. I'm positive we can stick a butterfly on there. The bolt doesn't need to go. You'll have to remind me to put a little butterfly on there because I'm almost positive I have a little silver one and a gold one. I just need to find it. But yeah, there's so much room. Well, anyways, look at how high that sticks up. I'm sure there is. I'm going to have to rethread that but we'll put the arms and everything else back on. But I'm positive there is because look at. Oh, yeah. There's a ton of room there. A ton of room in there. So we can definitely put a little butterfly on the minute hand to go around it. That would be so super cute. Oh, I love the way that looks. I think that went about as good as it probably could have gone with the whole little cutting of the rice paper and everything. Because look at, we didn't even have any stutters or nothing. We had a perfect circle that actually fit for once. Something went in the right way and not in the wrong way. Oh, Jackie Bates, it was actually it wasn't so chaotic to get to this place today. Ooh, something just flew in my eye. It wasn't so chaotic as I thought it would be. But so this is one of the little ones but look at how that's gonna look. So I think, and then I'll show you up at the top. So we'll get this painted on Monday. Whoa. Like I said, it's not lost on me that these little bits are going to be, but I think that we can do it in such a way that it doesn't look like, I don't have anything against cow prints, but it's just not my style. And it just resembles like the cow print up there. And it doesn't really fit into what we're doing right now anyways. So that's with the glass on, but it just worked out even better than I could have imagined. But once we get that all in there, I think it's going to be beautiful. And I love that it's kind of like that it sits too. Almost as good as Feedy's, but not really, but kind of. And then I'll show you guys this in the screen here. So, I think it worked out pretty well. I'm actually so excited. And I can't wait till we get it finished up. Again, there's going to be cracking in the molds and all of that good stuff. I can see some cracking happening now, but I think it will go well with the rest of it. So thank you. So tomorrow is Miss Dina Ray from Designs by Dina. And then on Monday, we'll come back and then we'll paint it. I don't think we're going to paint it any crazy color. I think we'll stay fairly neutral and then just maybe use some waxes and stuff on the molds, which is my favorite part anyways, is highlighting and doing the umbra and stuff and bringing out all the details in the mold. So we'll finish that on Monday, or at least try to finish it on Monday. I won't get too ahead of myself. Things have been going so good today that I won't get crazy and think that all of a sudden I'll mysteriously finish on Monday. But anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. I know. Treese, I hope you see Mom tomorrow and she is doing fantastic. And give those nurses a little snarl for me that, they're not answering the phone because that's just rude. So you just snarl at them, even though they don't know why you're snarling at them. Just snarl at them, and then I'll feel better when you snarl at them. But maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. Exclamation Telegram if you are on Facebook, so that way you can get notifications from me on Telegram. And yeah, so have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.